Friends, in the previous class, we learned about exactly like what is history and what were the events and why should we study this history and what were the wars and the battles. Wars or battles one and the same, and the how this other European countries came to India and they were establishing their trade centers in India, how they occupied our India. Let us learn one by one. I have made the keyword for recalling and remembering. Totally, the chapter 1 contains the 8 pages, or else the contents is 8, but I have made very simpler by giving the keyword, and the simplest form of just keywords is just 4 pages. Let us learn the keyword, and this keyword is becoming like a mind map. Chapter 1, history. The advent of the Europeans to India. Advent of the Europeans India. There were great demands for Indian spices. Like for example, I have given the keyword like PC cube G. That means P for pepper, C for cumin, that is nothing but jeera, and cinnamon, and cardamom, that is nothing but ilalchi, and ginger. This is the spices where which was very demanded in India, where all other European countries came to our India to establish their companies and to take these spices, very tasty and very healthful spices, ಮಸಾಲ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಚರು, ಡಚ್ಚರು, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಅವರು ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಳ್ವಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ಭಾರತವನ್ನು ಆಳಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಕಬಳಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದರು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಲೆಟ್ us learn about trading relationship between India, Europe and Asian countries. And GOET is nothing but a gateway of European trade, and coding for C, for example, you know the alphabets from A to Z. There are 26 alphabets. For one, if you see the chronologic events, that is actions or the events which is taking place in history, that is 1453. 1453 can be coded in the form of ADEC. That means one means alphabet A, and 4 is nothing but D, and 5 is coded as E, and 3 is nothing but C. That is the coding language, and people can't remember each and every events, so that they can make the simpler form of the conversion of the mind map or the keywords. They can code their events, so it can be more remember and more memorizable. It's very simplest and easiest form of learning. 1453, Ottoman Turks captured Constantinople. As we all know this, 1453, we can remember just one thing. 1450, we got independence. 1947, India got independence. 1950, Republic Day, and your date of birth, you can remember only simple thing. But what about other so much of chronologies? For remembering, it will be very difficult. So I have given the keyword for recalling and memorizing. See here, 1453 can be written as ADEC. You can make this as DC is nothing but a December, A December. That is a keyword. And 1 means A, 4 means D, and 5 means A, and 3 is nothing but C. That is the alphabetic keyword coded as that. Next is coming to the trading parts of this India. Trade became the unprofitable, and they came into India. They came to India and they started trading, where the traders came from many parts of other world, like for example European countries, Portugal, Spain. SPE, S for Spain, P for Portugal, E for European countries. Then Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese sailor, reached Kapadu or the Calicut, that is nothing but which is there in Kerala, and western coast western coast of Indian, and 1498 Vasco da Gama reached Calicut. 1498 can be coded as ADIH. You can remember or memorize ADIH, ADIH, 1498, ADIH, ADIH, Vasco da Gama came to Calicut. And see the map, north, south, east, west. And the full form of the news is nothing but northeast, west, south. That means all the entire news activities which is taken place around those north, south, east directions. And next, see the codings. See the chronological order. 1453, Ottoman Turks capture. It is written as ADEC, that is A December. Then 1869, huge canal was been constructed, that is Suez Canal was been constructed in Egypt. In 1869, it is coded as AHFI, 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 Suez Canal. That means AH. You can observe that AH is nothing but a huge canal. Suez Canal, Egypt. ADIH 1498, Vasco da Gama reached Calicut 1498, as I said before. ADIH and AEAO. AEAO is nothing but 1510, where Alfonso de Albuquerque won Goa by waging the battle against the Sultan of Bijapur. Sultan of Bijapur was failed to conquer Alfonso de Albuquerque, and he won Goa as his own place, that is Alfonso de Albuquerque. And next, 1510 is coded as AEAO, and 1602 Dutch East India Company established, that is AFOB. 1602 can be coded as AFOB, and 1429 1729 to 1758 can be coded as AGBI, AGEH, where Raja Martanda Varma of Wayanad ruled. And see the O means O letter, or else 0, 1 means A letter, and 2 means B letter. This is how the coding takes place. Next is about Dutch company. Dutch company trading centers, which was the places where Dutch companies were being started tradings. Let us know one by one. A keyword is nothing but an BCKMNS. BCK square MNS. BCKMNS. BCKMNS. Can recall this like BCKMNS, BCKMNS, or else BCSKMN, BCSKMN. B for branch, B for Brat, and C for Chinsur, and K for Kambe and Cochin, and M for Masulipattanam, and N for Nagapattanam, S for Surat. This is a keyword you can remember easily. K square MN, BCS, BCS, K square MN, where the Dutch East India Company started their trading centers in BC K square MNS. BC is K square MNS. Next, after Ramavarma, at the age of 24 years, after Ramavarma, this Martanda Varma came to throne. With the 50,000 soldiers, Raja Martanda Varma captured Nidumangala and Kotarkora, that is keyword as KN or NK. Dutch trading centers were K square PV, K for Kayamkulam Kochi, K square, P for Purakkad, and V for Wadakunkur. And 1741 is coded as AGDA, where Dutch declared war on Travancore on 10th August at Kolchal. 4 days, this war was 4 days, serious battle was been fought, and Dutch declared war on Travancore. DTC, that is nothing but Dutch trading centers right was been given at Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Dutch occupied the trading centers at Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Next, 1493, August 15th, treaty signed between Dutch and Raja Martanda Varma. 1753 is coded as AGEC. Next, it's very important. English. The English came into English or the British, one and the same thing. The English. Observe each and every keywords. 1600 AFOO 31st December Queen Elizabeth gave the authorized for the charter, that is English East India Company. English East India Company was been established to trade for 15 years. Queen Elizabeth gave permission for trading for 15 years, which was started in 1600. 1613, East India Company was been established, started trading formally in 1613, that in AFAC. AFAC East India Company. 1617 is coded as AFAG. Sir Thomas Roy arrived at the court of Jahangir. Sir Thomas Roy arrived at the court of Jahangir. 1639, Madras. English took the Madras from King of Chandragiri and named as St. George Fort. 1639, 1639, AFCI. AFCI English took Madras from King of Chandragiri and named St. George Fort. 1668, AFF8, AF8. Bombay was given by Charles to Prince of England. Annual rent of £10 was given by English India Company. And 1690, AFIO, English purchased 3 villages, SCG, Sutanauti and Kolkata and Govindapura on the banks of Hooghly, that is West Bengal, at present West Bengal, and built the William Fort. 17th century English established the presidency centers like BMC. BMC is nothing but and Bombay, Madras, Kolkata. 18th century English made Kolkata as capital city. Next is about French. The French East India Company was been established as the government-owned company, that is FEIC, in 1664. 1664 is coded as AFFD, AF square D, or else AFFD. And 1668, French East India Company established the factories or the companies in Machilipatnam, Mahe, and Chandarnagar and Kazim Bazar. MCKB, or else it is coded as KBCM. KBC, कौन बनेगा करोड़पति? Money. M for money, M for Machilipatnam, M for Mahe, C for Kazim Bazar, C for Chandranagore, K for Karaikal, B for Balasore. And 1674 AFGD, French took Walikanpuram from local Muslim and made it as major trade center. In 1674 is coded as AFGD, and the French took the Walikanpur from the local Muslim person and made it as a major trade center. Walikanpur later known as Puducherry or the Pondicherry, it is the capital of French. Now, at present, Pondicherry is the capital of French. And AGDF 1746 is coded as AGDF duplex, that is duplex armed in Pondicherry. And next was become the Governor General of the French. And see the Carnatic Wars which took place. First Carnatic War 1746 to 48, that is AGDF ADH between English and French. Treaty of Aix-Chapelle was been ended. This treaty. Second Carnatic War 1749 to 54, AGDI ED. Chand Sahib and Duplessis Treaty of Pondicherry was been ended, and Third Carnatic War 1756 to 1763. At Court Lady Pondicherry 1761. Treaty of Paris and took place at the 1763. This Carnatic War is fought between the English and the French and been ended with a proper treaties, so that that was given by the persons. British rule in India. Dastak was been collected, that is tax for the transport goods, and the tax were been collected by the Bengal government. British rule in India. Battle of Plassey fought in 1757. 1757 can be coded as I said before. 1 is nothing but A, and 7 is nothing but G, and 5 is nothing but E, and 7 is nothing but G. Yes, Nawab of Bengal and Sirajuddaulah was a two-person war been fought between the Battle of Plassey. Reasons for causing this downfall of this British rule is misuse of dastak, misuse of this transport taxes, bending of the fort without permission, black room tragedy can be coded as the keywords, and Battle of Buxar 1764. Mir Qasim and Zafar was a person who fought between the Buxar and British Army. Hector Munro at the Buxar 1764. Battle of Buxar was been fought in 1764, and Robert Clive started this dual government in Bengal 1765 AGFE. This is very important event. 1600 AFOO East India English India Company was been established. That is East India Company was been established, and AFOB 1602, that is nothing but AFOB Dutch East India Company was been established. Mughal Emperor Jahangir provided the charter trade at the Surat to the British, and 1617 is been coded as AFAG, and 1639 is coded as AFCI. English established the warehouse in Surat. 1664 has been coded as French East India Company, established in 1664 AFFD. Yes, thank you for listening, and then let us learn the keywords and apply this mind map for each and every chapter. Make the simplest form and easy of learning, so that whatever you are studying, let us learn by making this one and very simpler form. Thank you one and all. All the best for our exams or the studies. Thank you.